No wonder he's working at competitions, because he's no professional.
And I'm like, Kathy, come on now.
Nia's up. Here we go, girl.
Oh, yay.
Nia is doing a character piece entitled La Quifa. I need Nia to know the ethnic dances. Those dances come from a heritage and they have to be done correctly.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's like back it up.
Yes.
This has nothing to do with any heritage.
No, I agree. Any dance that has a specific heritage that comes from a specific culture should be learned and performed correctly, 100%. Because otherwise, why do it? Now you're just kind of mocking them. What is it about this really bad jazz dance that is ethnic? It is a stereotype. And Abby, at this point, I feel like she's just feigning concern. So she can come off as like really inclusive and supportive. I think she just looks dumb and racist.
Same.
I'm really apprehensive about this dance. I don't like the song, I don't like the costume, I don't like the theme. Come on, it's called La Quifa.
Nia dances. I think she's cute on stage. She's got a great personality on stage. There is no choreography to it.
It's awful.
Very disappointed. I came to see a dance and I saw my daughter walking across the stage beautifully. It was entertaining, but it was not dancing.
Yes.
Straight up facts. Holly pulls Abby aside and they're gonna have a heart-to-heart about like the tokenism and the stereotyping. And this pisses me off so much because Abby goes on her bullshit about how being the only black child makes Nia special and she'll be getting sent to all these like ethnic calls that no one else can go to.
But when I'm looking at Nia, all of her routines, it seems, is like a jungle theme. There's a Satan theme. It's like there's a little undertone or nuance that is like a little bit of a negativity that I would just like something that's a little bit more celebratory.
I agree.
Well, then you pick the music and you hire the choreographer and she can do the number.
Perfect. I choose that.
Yeah.
If we're gonna be a child, then I choose that. I choose that for Holly.
So instead of acting like a grown-up and saying, oh wow, I'm so sorry that this has been your experience, I had no idea that I was maybe unconsciously or even really consciously doing this and being racist and inappropriate. Thanks for bringing that to my attention. How about we work together so that you and Nia feel more comfortable and celebrated with dances and themes and the choices that I make for what she's doing. That would have been the grown-up way to handle it. But instead, Abby chooses to act like a fucking child and deflect and put it all on Holly.
Of course.
Ridiculous. She's wrong. She's absolutely wrong.
What I'm giving her works for her movements, for what she does well. She doesn't have good feet. She doesn't have great turnout. She doesn't straighten her knee. She's sway back. I'm telling you very nicely, pick the music, pick the choreographer.
Come on,
Nobody, but not one kid pays me 30 grand a year. And if you do, I will be a lot nicer and I'll sit down and we can have a big conference about it.
Well, you know what?
But for $250 a month, go somewhere else. That's the way it is.
Ma'am, that is a bold-faced lie. 2 minutes ago, you told us, you explained that you were giving Nia these quote-unquote ethnic dances because she's ethnic. And also, if Nia doesn't have great technique at this point in time, that's a direct reflection of your teachers and your teaching as her dance teacher. You're the one who has her in class every day. Instead of worrying about teaching her these stereotypical dances, work on her freaking technique. She is also outing herself as a money-hungry piece of shit.
Hard agree.
Look how I dress, look where I live, look what I pay. I pay, what, almost $100,000 a year in private school tuition? And you're telling me I can't afford you?
Heard.
Get 'em, girl.
Holly comes from a world of books. She doesn't come from my world. I am trying to give her daughter more opportunities. Nia could go in for any ethnic role and nail it, but she needs to have the dance background. And Holly keeps fighting it on me.
Okay, but like what ethnic dance did we teach her?
We didn't teach her anything except for being stereotypical. She walked around and she smacked her hand.
What ethnic dance did we teach her?
We didn't teach her anything.
None. We didn't teach her one. If you would like to teach her one, that would be a different story.
Yeah.
But we didn't teach her one.
I am fed up with Abby. Abby needs to learn that my daughter's a dancer first. She's not an ethnicity first.
Yes.
Absolutely. And that's the problem, because that's not how Abby sees it.
No, it's not.
And that's how the episode ends. We actually don't get into any of the other solos. We don't get to watch them, or the solos or the duets. We don't know how they placed in the episode, which is sad. But you want to know how they did place? I'll tell you. So, like we said before, Make You Mine, the jazz dance with Brooke, Chloe, Maddie, Nia, and Paige, got second in the 9 to 11 small group. Angel, Maddie's lyrical, won first in the 8 and under solo division, and she won the National Petite Miss Star Power. They Call Me Laquifa, Nia's jazz dance, did not place. Different Bodies, Chloe's lyrical dance, wins 6th in the 9 to 11 solo division. Summer Boy, the acrobatic jazz duet from Vivienne McKenzie, did not place. Beautiful Dangerous, Brooke's acrobatic lyrical, wins 3rd in the 12 to 14 solo division. And Hot List, Paige's acrobatic jazz, did not place.
I wonder why They Call Me Laquifa didn't place.
Because she didn't dance. She didn't do anything.
Also, I would have really liked to see Paige do a solo.
I don't.
Yeah, my girl Paige.
That like fiery one. It was cute. It was cute, and she had that like red headband. It was cute. All right, ready for our mom pyramid? On the top of my mom pyramid is, no one should be shocked by this, Holly.
Heard that. She's on top of mine.
She shared that she was uncomfortable with what was going on. She confronted Abby, held Abby accountable, but she did not make a scene, pull her daughter, and she did not do it in front of her where she was going to embarrass her or make her more nervous.
Mm-hmm.
The way that she handled it, she
Love
could
that.
not have
Love
been
that.
more professional. And then next, I think you'll be shocked by this, is Kathy.
I am shocked.
So she doesn't make too much of a fuss with Abby or the other moms. I think it's wonderful how she supported Holly and Nia. I think her heart was in the right place when she was trying to get Vivi into the photogenic competition. I think she really was trying to get Vivi some really fun opportunities, because she was saying she had a lot of fun doing the costume catalog growing up.
Right.
And she wants Vivi to have some of those fun opportunities, even though that it all turned out to be like a horrible, terrible, ridiculous mess.
Kathy, learn how to put your kids' eyelashes on.
I think that her heart was in the right place.
Yes.
Next on the pyramid is actually Melissa.
Okay.
I think Melissa really opened up to us about her mom, and she was really vulnerable. I don't remember any of everyone's obsessed with Maddie. It's all about Maddie. Get out of my back about Maddie. She did have that tiff with Maddie, so her controlling ways were on display. So I can't put her all the way at the top for that. But overall, I thought she was nice.
Yeah.
4th is Christy. Was she even in this episode?
I don't think so.
I mean,
Did she speak?
a couple times. I mean, she understood with Holly, but like she just wasn't really present in this episode, so I can't put her higher. And then last on the pyramid is Kelly. The fact that she thought that Holly was overreacting about the Laquifa dance, just that sealed her fate for me.
So my mom pyramid is pretty much the same. Like, I don't think I'm gonna change anything.
Okay.
Just because your points are like really valid. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that, I think.
Thank you. I put a lot of time and effort into that mom pyramid.
Okay.
So not shown in this episode. Again, all thanks to Dance Moms Wiki. They did Where Have All the Children Gone? And they won first in the 8 and under small group. And they're the 8 and under national champion. Because this was a national competition.
How can they, I guess they compete in the 8 and under because Vivienne Kenzie's ages pulled them down so
Pulls
much?
them down, yeah. So I would say that it would have to be that typically it's like the kids go by what their birthday is January 1st.
Right.
So even though at that point Brooke might be 13, she might have been 12 on January 1st. Same with some of the other kids. You know, this is like later on in the year. So this is June 26th through the 30th.
Yeah, and so they've all
had a birthday.
Birthday.
Because Nia and Chloe have birthdays that are really close to each other, so they both probably turned 10 at that birthday.
Right.
So at the beginning they were 9, which pulls them down.
I gotcha.
And then that means that because Brooke has a spring birthday too, I think.
Don't they all have spring birthdays?
Maddie has a September birthday. I know that much.
Because Chloe and Nia just had birthdays.
We're recording this the same weekend.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it's June 27th. They would have been there exactly 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's weird. Well, y'all, thanks for coming to hang out.
Yeah, thanks for listening to us this week. We hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I had fun. We love ya.
See you next Tuesday.
Bye.
Dance Moms Junkies, thanks for coming and hang out with us today.
Yeah, thanks for listening to our episode. We hope you enjoyed it. Join us back next week for our next episode. And until then, follow us on the Facebook at Dance Moms Junkies, on the Instagram at Dance Moms Junkies, and the Twitter at DM Junkies Pod.
Tweet, tweet.